weekend, as part of the trials. Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, I'm always prided myself on running smart. A couple of years ago, I didn't go out with the leaders, and I caught back up to them. And I think by halfway, I was back up, and ended up finishing second. So, I think that there's been plenty of races over the years where, my pride wants me to say, yeah, I'm just going to go regardless. But there's a difference between being aggressive and just being stupid. And so, being smart, running a sound race, and executing is first and foremost. The time that matters is the finish line, not where you are, 10K in or halfway.
Are you thinking ahead to the trials at all, and like the noon start time in Orlando? And do you have an opinion, or are you just?
Certainly I'm thinking about the trials. That's a big one. Everything has been geared up for this, but certainly in the back of my mind, after this, it's full steam ahead for next year. It's going to be a long year for sure, and it's a lot of added pressure, next year when the trials come around. But I'm looking forward to it. Noon start doesn't bother me. I'm not a morning person. That's the one thing I absolutely hate about road running and a marathon. I would much rather run at 11 or 12 than 7 in the morning. So that doesn't bother me one bit. There's plenty of time to get ready for it. Whether it's the heat, start time, that stuff is something that we're all going to have to deal with. And, so that's always been the approach I'm taking.
You're racing New York in March, the New York City Half Marathon. What stage of your sort of recovery was that in? Are you a different runner than you were then?
Yeah, that didn't go very well at all, obviously. I think that, ironically, I was doing some things better there, but it was still pretty early on in that whole process. But, just getting better. Things are very different.
So Mo retired this year. I guess we have so many of your former fellow competitors that kind of calling it quits. I guess for you, 2024, how are you looking at that? Is it your final year or now?
We'll see. I guess you never know, but I certainly think that I can complete this for a long time. And again, it all comes down to health, and I think the way that I'm moving. But there's still, when I'm healthy and running well, there's no doubt in my mind that I can keep doing this for several more years at least. I think it's LA would be pretty sweet, to be able to run there. Just having the Olympics, in your home country would be unbelievable. So, my kids would be older. I think they'd be able to experience that, and certainly, I think that's where. When it gets closer to that, I guess we can start talking about when I start calling quits. But I don't have any plans to